And welcome back to the Country Critics. How we doing, y'all? I'm Garth. He's Chris.
How's it going?
Welcome to the first Throwback Thursday here on the Country Critics. We're doing a little Kenny Chesney today, mainly because our new music for the week was supposed to be Kenny Chesney, and Chris screwed that up by not having a first reaction to it and listening before we did the video. So that's why it was Morgan Wallen. We had to change to Morgan Wallen. So
I hang my head in shame.
You
viewers.
You should. So, we're getting our Kenny Chesney fix for the week right now with Uncle Kracker with When the Sun Goes Down.
That's like amazing to see like a newcomer like this is a witch and a goat.
All right, we got an ad first up.
Of course.
All right.
Future dystopia. Sex.
Future dystopia sex. I just love ads like that.
Don't you though?
All right, here we go.
Open up! Come on! We got little girls and everything. Hey.
Is he from Boston? Why is he wearing a Red Sox cap?
I don't know.
All right. What's this?
This is the video.
Tickling the sand. Cold rain chilling in my right hand.
That's the thumbnail.
Sorry, folks. I'm catching flies listening to this.
When the sun sinks down over the water, everything gets hotter when
What is this, like 2005?
I think so, actually.
laying in a hammock where it's nice and breezy. I'll be grooving when the sun goes down. Feeling alright when
No.
the sun sinks down.
Just no. Why do I get the feeling somebody played this at a wedding reception?
Oh, I'm sure they probably have.
I mean, I get better there than a funeral.
Well, it's true.
This old guitar
Oh, it's still going. Is this a cover? I feel like somebody's already done this.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta do it rhythmically. Oh, there we go. We got some waves going. Yeah. I feel so tropical.
You should. That's where Kenny Chesney's music is supposed to take you.
Is that right? Well, Kenny Chesney needs to either do that or be country. One of the two. It's like an identity crisis here. Oh, there's more.
She thinks Kracker sexy when the sun goes down. Uncle Kenny's hotter when the sun goes down. When the sun goes down.
I didn't know if you knew this. The song's still going.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's, that's something. It was,
Are you okay, Chris?
you know, that was, that left me with a lot of questions.
Did it? Well,
Yeah,
like what would those questions be?
I want to know what goes on when the sun goes down.
Didn't they just
That's what
explain
I
that
wanna
to
know.
you? And that's the point of the song, isn't it? To tell you what happens when the sun goes down.
Well, I got the fact that they mixed up their names and they each think the other one's sexy when the sun goes down.
No, they
Or
said she thinks Cracker's sexy.
That's right. Oh gosh, I should have been taking notes. I mean, they only sang the chorus like 14 times.
I mean,
It's a little long-winded. I
Little
kind
bit.
of got the message the first 2 times, but yeah, wow, it was still going a lot longer than I expected. Radio edit. Can we say that? I think we can safely.
was
say
that the radio edit?
No, that was the full Mamma Jamma.
Oh, okay.
That was your KFC full meal deal
Oh, okay.
right there. hmm
I like the KFC donuts they have now.
I have not had the donut sandwich.
Well, I haven't had the sandwich. I've just had the donut by itself. Which the donuts are actually really good. Probably some of the best donuts I've ever had, believe it or not.
So you can buy the donut separate of the sandwich?
Okay, so you can buy a basket. You can buy either a one donut. Or did you get the chicken and waffles when they had those?
Last time I had KFC, they had the, what was it? Their Nashville hot chicken.
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's
so
been-
you haven't had it since they've had the chicken and waffles or the donuts. So you can get them in baskets. You can get a one donut basket or a two donut basket. And so, like, and you get, like, 3 choices of what you want the chicken to be with the donut. So you can get, like, 1 donut and 3 tenders, 1 donut and, like, a leg and a thigh, or 1 donut and a breast.
So it doesn't have to be the sandwich?
No.
Okay, gotcha. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe somebody bought the sandwich and gave you the donut.
No.
They were going into anaphylactic shock after eating.
I mean,
blood.
they do really cover it in the glaze, and it's so hot that the glaze is still...
That's what she said.
What? the glaze is still gooey. It's not like buying a donut from Casey's where it's good, but the glaze is kind of dried. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get that. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
getting a fresh Krispy Kreme.
Oh, Lord, there ain't nothing better than a fresh Krispy.
I don't know. A fresh KFC donut may have a beat.
Nah, fresh
Let,
Krispy Kreme.
let us know down in the
Fresh-
comments. Fresh Krispy Kreme or fresh KFC donut?
Yeah, we're gonna. have to
We're
take
not
a
even
survey.
on Kenny
What were we
Chesney
talking
anymore.
about? What were we talking about again?
Kenny Chesney, and she thinks Cracker's sexy when the sun goes down.
Yeah, well, she needs to be thinking about donuts.
Well, you know.
You know?
Well, then...
Well,
No, I'm not going to go there.
donuts might make her sexy.
Depends what you consider sexy.
Her eating the donut. That's it. Yeah, see, your mind is already going there. That is another song right there.
We're gonna write a song about a girl eating a donut.
Tongue, glaze, donut.
She licks
Yeah.
that glaze off that donut, so sexy. What is happening?
I don't know, but yeah, something happened when the sun went down. And
So anyway,
yeah, two of
well,
us-
what are
somehow
we?
the two of us ended up on the internet.
What are we rating when the sun goes down?
You know, it's a good. I give it a 6.5. It's a good feel good song.
So this was better than Morgan Wallen to you.
Oh, I kind of think reading the obituaries from a small town newspaper looking for my own name would be better than finding myself on a Morgan Wallen song. But
I wish it was still 1955.
you know, Elvis was alive then. That's what they tell me.
Oh, was he? Are you sure that's what they tell you? You sure you didn't experience that yourself?
Interwebs.
Uh huh.
The WW.
I don't think they had the interwebs in 1955.
No. That was just the other day.
1955 was just the other day.
No, the internet's was just the other day.
Oh.
And I logged on to the W dots and on the
The
old
W
interweb.
dots.
Yeah, the W.
Okay,
W
boomer.
Dot internet dot / something.
Uh huh.
You know, and
www dot memory.
and that's enough out of you for one day.
You don't like
Next
an Alan
time-
Jackson classic? Maybe that'll be Throwback Thursday next week.
Yeah, next time, why don't you try some diet water?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
yeah,
just downed a can of Monster before we started recording.
Yeah. Well, I can see. Yeah, I can see what it's doing to you,
Uh huh.
especially after the sun went down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Garth becomes
Shh,
a
you're not supposed to
monster.
break the fourth
Okay.
wall. To them, it's like 8 a.m.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere too.
Maybe that'll be Throwback Thursday next week.
See, I do know a thing or three.
Okay, are you sure you know 3? I thought you only knew 2.
Internet tells me 1. The other 2 are from life.
Oh, is that how that works?
So one of the things is always changing.
1 life experience equates, or 2 life experiences equates to 1 internet experience?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, well, it's not really an experience. Well, I guess it is, depending on what you're learning on the internet.
This is true.
It is, it is quite the rabbit hole.
Well, it is that. You can get quite far down the rabbit hole, and many different rabbit holes on the internet.
Oh yeah, the best way to search something is, go to Google, type it in, and see how long it takes you to come up with a porn link.
That's true.
And let me tell you, it's going to happen in about maybe 9 to 20 search links by the time it's all said and done. You're like, this looks like a good one. Wait.
But
well, just remember, kids, it's whitehouse.gov.
Yes,
not whitehouse.com.
I don't think that's a thing anymore, is it?
Would get you porn.
I don't think whitehouse.com is a thing anymore.
No, it was.
Yeah.
That was before whitehouse.gov existed.
Was it?
Yes. People
so when whitehouse.gov
have
became
a direct line to the White House.
Okay, so when whitehouse.gov became a thing, they shut down whitehouse.com.
I think so, or whitehouse.com just kind of went the way of older versions of the Bang Bus and Twisties and,
How did this go from Kenny Chesney to porn?
Google. No, that's the rabbit hole. That's the rabbit hole of the internet.
You know our Google overlords own YouTube, right? So they're technically our bosses at the moment.
Well, there's something. I mean, until I start making money, whatever.
Well, it's true.
But I'm not in it for the money.
Oh, yeah?
I'm in it to spread my critique.
Ah. Well, just wait till we get to the album review.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I am looking forward to that. So let's get back to basics here, and we're going to talk about When the Sun Goes Down.
That's basics?
Well, it's a basic song.
Okay.
I will give it points. Did it have a nice island tropical feel? Yes, it really set the scene. Was it a great college age party song? Yeah. Do I want to live that? No.
Okay.
No.
So what'd you say? A 6.5 is what you were
to.
rating it?
Yeah, I'd say it about a 6.5. Yeah.
Okay.
It was good. It had a nice feel to it. It was a good groove. It was a nice piece of escapism. Let's put it that way.
See, I'm gonna go.
Would critique movies. People critique movies, and they're adults saying, "Well, I thought Disney's Chicken Little from 2005 was a horrible movie." It's not a horrible movie if you're 9.
Yeah.
What
you just got to be part of the intended audience.
Exactly. You got to be in a kid. You got to be able to look at it from their eyes, which are a little bit lower to the ground, and the screen's a lot bigger.
Unless they're a future NBA star, and then their eyes are at your level by the time they're 9.
Well, you would have to pick the exception to every rule.
Well, yeah. That's what I'm here for.
Is that what it is?
It
Man,
is.
That's not what the internet told me.
Oh, really? What did the internet tell you? What did our Google overlords tell you?
We'll save that for another Throwback Thursday.
Oh, okay. We'll do that.
Uh-huh. We'll save that for your album review.
Oh. You're not supposed to tell him I got an album coming out.
Oh, he's got something coming out.
That's true.
Yeah. It's going to drop like yeah.
Okay, let's get off that subject.
Like a glass bottle.
Uh-huh. So anyway, Chris gave it a 6.5. I'm going to go a little better than that. I'm going to go like 8.5.
Wow, and why is that?
Because just overall, I think it's a better song than what you think it is. Is it perfect?
Musically, lyrically, set the scene, take you away, what?
Yeah. I just think it sets a really good picture. Like you said, I think it sets that good picture of being tropical. It's fun. It's sexy. She thinks Cracker's sexy.
But was there a version without the whole Kracker Uncle Kenny banter? I mean, I see Kenny Chesney still relevant. Was Uncle Kracker really even relevant at that time, or was he still trying to hold on to something?
I think that was the very end of Uncle Cracker's relevancy.
Got it. Okay.
So I think he was still relevant, but it was starting to fade.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's one of the more recent classics in country music. Is it perfect? No. Is it one of the best songs ever in country music? No. But I think 8.5 is a fair score for it.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not gonna combat that too hard.
Yeah. So, if you combine it, our average for this song is 7.5. So that's our country critics rating for Kenny Chesney, When the Sun Goes Down, 7.5.
I think that's a fair adjudication.
Adjudication?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a fair grade, a fair assessment.
Is adjudication actually a word?
Yes. Yes, would you like
Or-
to look
or-
it up in your Waggles? Well, that's an encyclopedia. Look it up in your Merriam-Webster's.
Or is that just you, like, mispronouncing education?
No, adjudication. Look it up.
It's really a word?
Yes. Please, viewers, stand by while he educates.
Adjudication, the action or process of adjudicating.
There you go.
A formal judgment on a disputed matter.
So again, did we really dispute it? Not really, no. Fair assessment, perhaps, would be a better word.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So our assessment for When the Sun Goes Down, 7.5.
And that's on a scale of 1 to
10.
10. 10. 10's the magic number, folks. Remember that.
You've just been throwing out numbers and not knowing what our scale was?
Well, was it in pounds? Was it in musical notes? What type of a scale?
Yes, we're going to go 1 to 10 musical notes. Actually, that's not a bad idea. That could be a good gimmick for us. 1 to 10 musical notes. We give it 7.5 musical notes.
Oh, there we go. 7.5 musical notes. Now, is that going to be in treble clef, bass clef?
Okay, now you're thinking too far into it. This is one of Chris's fatal flaws. He thinks too much.
Just trying to keep people hanging on, wanting more.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Well, it's something.
All right. Well, that's going to be Throwback Thursday for this week. That was Kenny Chesney, When the Sun Goes Down. Be sure to join us Saturday for album review. It will be Kelsey Ballerini's self-titled album, Kelsey. Be sure to check that out on Saturday. I'm sure Chris will have some great opinions on that.
Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Sitting here on pins and needles.
I'll bet you are. All right.
And it hurt.
I'll bet they do. All right. At that, we are the Country Critics. That's Chris. I'm Garth. We'll see you Saturday with the album review.
See you next time.